Greg Newsom. We upgrade. Let's go back on there. If Benny Bishop gets one, we're gonna play in slides and see his speed again. What has he been doing for real lately? Preseason week 1 tackle. Week 2, that's offended. Week 1, he ain't do nothing for real. Week 2 got 1 tackle. Week 3, nothing. Week 4, nothing. Well, he really hasn't been doing that. It's not good.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll see the only two.
Dak going to start out going to the air. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 54 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Steelers make their way out, led by their 4th-year quarterback, picked up in the offseason from the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, named down the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on their perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Prescott to throw it. He'll check this one down to Vaughn. 2 yards on the pickup there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott now. Being chased out left. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
To throw is Prescott. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now it's Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. He gets this out to Spiller. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. Here's Prescott. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly.
Oh, he sheds himself free. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Off play action, Fields. Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Back to throw, Fields.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. They'll run here with Spiller.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Buying time. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Justin Fields
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. 74 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big time play, and just think about what that does. Receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On the counter, it's Spiller.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 3rd and 8. Fields.
On the screen, complete to Spiller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Fields. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. Throwing again is Fields. And here's Freiermuth again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end.
To throw is Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now Prescott. Fighting to stay upright. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
No gain on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Baker Mayfield, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there we say, so long, America, hello, England, as we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And it was the Jets playing as the visiting team who emerged with the victory. Aaron Rodgers, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, just one game this week, the Saints and Chiefs at Arrowhead, set to kick off at 7:15 Central Time. It was a strong first half for Steelers quarterback Justin Fields. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They defer to White out of the shotgun, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running right, this is Spiller.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Running out of the gun with White. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, a run by Spiller.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but...
It got his man complete. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 36 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
The Steelers offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
To throw is Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vaughn. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Prescott from the gun.
Wow, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down. The Steelers. Yard. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
The tight end in motion right.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They will run with White out of the shotgun.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Zappi working from the gun. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Looking to throw, Zappi. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Zappi looks to throw it.
And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
They'll throw again with Zappi.
He completes it right side to White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Zappi.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. To the air again, Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Prescott now. And that will be incomplete.
Lewis seen there for the breakup.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Fourth down, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, a give to Spiller.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Off the fake, Zappi. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now Zappi.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On fourth down, it's Zappi.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out on this ball game. So this one in.